Today I'll be going over GCSE Chemistry and I'll be focusing on the relative atomic mass. So I'll be covering what is meant by the relative atomic mass and how to calculate the relative atomic mass for an element. So first we need to know what isotopes are. So isotopes are atoms of an element with different numbers of neutrons. These chlorine isotopes on the right have an atomic number of 17, meaning that they both have 17 protons in their nucleus. The isotopes have different mass numbers, telling us that they have different numbers of neutrons. The first isotopes contain 18 neutrons, however the second contains 20 neutrons. So we need to know how we calculate which mass number we put on the periodic table, and for example we're going to use chlorine. So if you look at the periodic table, the mass number for chlorine is 35.5, but we need to know how did we get 35.5 from two isotopes with the mass number of 35 and the other with 37. So we simply just get the average of the mass number for each isotope. This is known as to scientists as the relative atomic mass. It is weighted for the abundance of each isotope, and this is how common each isotope is. So from chlorine, the isotope with the mass number of 35 is three times more common than the isotope with a mass number of 37, and this simply explains why the mass number for chlorine is much closer to 35 than to 37. So calculating the relative atomic mass. So for this you have to do the mass number of isotope 1 multiplied by the percentage abundance of isotope 2 plus the mass number of isotope 2 multiplied by the percentage abundance of isotope 2, all divided by 100. So here's a sample question. Pause the video and answer it. Remember you guys, you can use a calculator. So for this answer you should have done 10 multiplied by 20 plus 11 multiplied by 80 divided by 100, and the relative atomic mass for boron is 10.8. So in the GCSE periodic table, the boron will have a relative atomic mass of 11. This is because it's been rounded to two significant figures. Thank you everyone for listening to my video. Bye.